I have chosen the poem London by William Blake, and the genre is poetry, and this poem was released in 1794 in the collection Songs of Experience. William Blake was born in 1757 and he died in 1827, and he was a British artist who primarily wrote poetry and paintings. His style fits in with the romantic current in the literary London, was published an illustrated collection of poems called Songs of Experience. The poem London by William Blake is told from the perspective of a first-person speaker, an observer of the London landscape and its people. This is indicated by the use of the personal pronoun I, as you can see in this example. I wander through each chartered street, and you can see that in line 1. Through the speaker does not directly express his feelings with regards to what he sees. The way he describes the people in the city shows us that he is saddened and even disgusted with the life in London. His poem is both critical and pitiful. He pities the life of Londoners who seems to have no prospect of a better life and are doomed to live in misery and desperation. In every cry of every man, in every infant's cry of fear, in every voice, in every band, the mind-fogged manacles I hear, and you can see that from line 6 to 9. The narrator has clearly lost hope and trust in life, just like the people he meets. He does not even believe in the institution of marriage anymore, as you can see in this example, and blights with pledges the marriage hers, as you can see on line 19. All the characters in the poem share a common trait. They are all miserable and cry out their misery. The poem describes all types of people, like children, chimneymen, soldiers, and prostitutes. The poem London by William Blake is written in Old English, typical of the time when it was published, yet is still easy to comprehend even today. The author's style is empathetic and pathetic, creating images designed to appeal to the reader's emotions. The word cry is used 3 times in the text like a leitmotif, suggesting sadness and despair. Apart from this repetition, the author uses anaphora. In the second stanza, the expression in every, as you can see on line 6 to 8, it appears 4 times and suggests a perpetual state of misery. Overall, the language and style of the poem make it very lyrical, a piece of classic poetry. It engaged the audience emotion through an account of dark, hopeless London. The text is clearly account of London life from the perspective of an affected observer. The speaker lists what he sees. He describes the desolate life of common Londoners, from child to worker, from soldier to prostitute. And the author talks metaphorically about the chimney sweeper's blackening actions. This blackening is not only about the dark ashes they work with, it is also a symbol for a dark world of fate, in which even the church becomes less pure and more trivial. Every blackening church appeals, and you can see that in line 12. Another metaphor is that the soldier's sight, which runs in blood down palace walls, and that's from line 14. This can also be considered a personification. What the author is trying to say is that the sights of the soldier are as painful as a wound, and the soldier's sacrifice stains in institution of the government symbolized through the word palace.